You are tuned into the Multiverse Theory Podcast. This is all geek culture we're talking about, guys. We are going to review something special today, the CW DCTV Elseworlds crossover. I'm so excited to talk about this. I am the man of the hour. I'm joined by my esteemed colleague, Mr. Thumbs Up Tommy. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? Let's go ahead and get right into it.
And the architect of the show, Mr. Preston Brown. Say what up.
Yes, what's up, people? What's up, nerd culture? Let's get into it.
Oh, guys, I'm so excited to talk about this. This Elseworlds crossover was just absolutely spectacular. Now, before I go and don't stop, before Preston goes and doesn't stop, I think we're gonna go ahead and let Tommy talk first because I'm just gonna forewarn you guys. Once me and Preston start talking, it's really not gonna stop. So I need to give need to give our guy Tommy a chance. Tommy, what did you think about the crossover? Everything that you saw. What are the things that you like? What are some things that didn't work with you? Go ahead, go, bro.
Well, I appreciate that because you guys definitely have more to say about it than I do because I'm a casual fan. I don't really follow the comics. I just watch the shows. But anyway, man, every year these fucking crossovers they outdo themselves. Like every year is just bigger and better than the last one. So that like that every time the new seasons come around and I know that the crossover's coming, I'm like, what are they gonna do that's gonna top the one from last year? Because Crisis on Earth X was pretty amazing, and this was just like on a larger scale. We got a way badass new character. I love what's her name, Batwoman. Kate Kane.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how they actually referenced Batman by name for once. Because like they had referenced him on Supergirl a couple of times, like when what's her name, Kara was talking about Superman, like, oh, my cousin knows this guy who he's kind of like a vigilante, and it's blatant references to Batman without saying Batman.
Yeah.
And then I just love how it was funny as hell to me when they were in Argus. It was Kara, Barry, and Oliver. And Oliver is like, Batman doesn't exist. He's a myth. I was like, what? Like, that just came completely out of left field.
Oliver was getting tight, bro. He was getting tight. He's like, I'm the first vigilante. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
He was getting tight, bro. He was getting so tight.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I loved every second of it. And this is a little cosmetic thing, but to me it was hilarious because it played off of the whole thing that they've been doing ever since they started the Flash. Even before Iris and Barry finally got together, where Iris always had like a crush on Oliver,
mm-hmm.
and then it was like where they did the whole Freaky Friday shit, and Oliver is
correction.
Okay, correct me.
Not like Freaky Friday. Remember what Barry said. It's more like Quantum Leap. Let's get that right.
Quantum.
Go ahead.
Okay, whatever. The point is that Oliver is being called Barry, and Barry's being called Oliver. And the one that we know as Oliver wakes up, and he's with Iris. And then later on, he tells Barry, he's like, you know what would be cool? When I get to wake up in my own bed tomorrow. And then Barry's like, wait a minute. You woke up in bed with Iris? He's like, yeah. He's like, we gotta fix this right now. Like, he just like, Barry got tight with the quickness.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, how you gonna be in bed with my girl, dude?
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah, for real.
Man. No, like, my main gripe, and this really is just scraping the bottom of the barrel here, but it's just a gripe. I felt like they didn't. I wanted to see more of Batwoman. That's the only thing I didn't really like about it. I feel like they should have done more with her, but that's okay.
Yeah, it was just an introduction for everybody to see.
It was like
an introduction.
Taste of it.
Mm-hmm. They did this the same. This is how I know Batwoman. They are gonna do a spin-off show, and they are gonna do a show because they introduced the Batwoman the same way they introduced the Legends. Did the same thing. And Arrow, season, was it 4? I think Arrow season
No,
4.
3.
Was it season 3? No, season 3 was the first one, which is
Oh
him and
no,
Flash.
season 3 was when they
It's season
introduced the
4.
Flash. Yeah,
It's
season
season
4.
4 when they first, when they did a crossover. They introduced Vandal Savage. They did Hawk Girl. Oh man, that was a Legends of Tomorrow show introduction. So they did this the same way, to where they had Batwoman, but they did it in a better way with Batwoman for sure. Um, Now, okay, first, before we get into the big thing, we're not even talking about that yet. We're not getting there
Yeah.
yet. Oh my
I'm
god.
letting you guys handle
Um,
all the big details. That's
but first,
not me.
first, I would be remiss to say, first of all, for everybody out there, the reason why it's not Freaky Friday because they didn't switch bodies, so it's not Freaky Friday. But 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 I will say this: when they went through that, when they went to Earth 38 the first time, and that Smallville music hit, oh my god, bro, I almost cried, bro. I almost cried. Almost cried, bro. Bro, Smallville, I love that show. Like, I love that show because it's a story. That show is more about Clark Kent than it is about actually Superman. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about that show so much. And it was one of the first like superhero shows that really showed that you can do a superhero show and do it for many, many seasons. Even though past a certain season it started to go downhill, but it was one of the first superhero shows to really do that and long lasting. So that was a fantastic callback. And I will say this. I think Tyler Hoechlin is a very, very good Clark Kent, and he's a good Superman. I think he's really good. I just don't like Superman. He's just, you know what I mean? I mean,
Damn.
like I can admit, like he's really good. Like I liked it. He's really good. Like he did something that was such a Superman thing that I was like, oh shit, that was really good. I just don't like the character, but that was really good. Like when he when they went to the Fortress of Solitude, they got him, and he came back, and then the black suit Superman. First of all, he was great playing two different versions of Superman.
He was.
Like he was great. Like he was fantastic playing the black suit version. Like he was fantastic. But when he came through the portal, and then he looked at the black suit, he's like, oh, and he smiled. He's like, nice suit. Like that's a Superman thing. Like that's it. But it was good. He did it really well, so I can admit that. Second, Cisco. I need this Cisco from now on.
Yeah.
He was
Great.
awesome,
He was
bro.
great.
He was so awesome at this Cisco. When they were in the Fortress of Solitude, and Oliver was like, "Oh, you were locked there. You pursued me too." And Cisco was like, why is he touching me? Did I tell you you could touch me? Like,
He's like, hey, did I tell him to touch me?
hilarious.
Did I tell you to touch me?
That was absolutely hilarious. Oh,
Cisco was
one of
great.
the things that I really, really liked about this crossover, because Oliver had to be the Flash, you saw more of a light-hearted and more of a funny. He was more funny. He was funny. He had to play with a more comedic side of him, even though you could still see it. Most of the time, he was still Arrow. He was still Oliver wearing a Flash's suit. But there were times where he had to act happy. He had to act comedic, and I thought Stephen Amell did that very, very well. Like he did that very, very well.
I feel like
Barry, one of the gripes, Barry did not work. He did not fucking work trying to act like Oliver. I'm sorry, but
Hell
that
no.
shit did not work, bro.
It didn't.
That shit looked too weird for me, bro. You have failed this city. That shit didn't
Yeah,
work.
it was weird. It
That
was like a
shit
bad
did
impersonation
not-
of Dark
but-
Knight Batman.
No, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, wow, bro, that did not work.
I
no.
just laughed. I just laughed like, and not like ha ha laugh. I just laughed like, no, like
I
Yeah, it was bad.
I geeked the fuck out when Amazo came through. I was like, wow, they did Amazo. Holy shit. Oh my god, they did Amazo. Like that's straight comic book shit, bro. That's so comic book shit, bro. To do Amazo, bro. Like that's awesome, dog. I thought they were gonna get to that point to do Amazo because everybody knows in Arrow they introduced Dr. Ivo and blah blah blah, but he died. So I didn't think we are gonna get a Mazo ever, but they did it. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, 5 seasons later, but hey.
And the Batgirl introduction I thought was really really good. I liked Ruby. Like everybody shitting on Ruby Rose, but Ruby Rose made everybody suck her fucking dick. Like basically, like she proved everybody wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All the naysayers got proven the fuck wrong because I didn't see enough of her as just Kate Kane to really say whether she did good, great, or bad. But when she had the suit on, she was great. When she had that bat suit on, she was great. And I don't want to take everything, but I got absolute and utter goosebumps when she said "World's Finest." Oh my god! Like I was like,
I've been watching these shows long enough that I felt like even though I don't read the comics, as soon as I heard that, I knew that was a call, like what's it called, a call tag to something from the comics, like some sort of team.
That's Batman and Superman, World's Finest.
Yep.
That's why it's a callback because of Supergirl and Batwoman. So this is our version of basically Batman and Superman. That's what they're gonna build to, and I'm actually fine with it. Like I'm cool with it because I know for sure I'm not one of these people that are like, oh my god, I wish I had Batman on TV. I want to see Batman. It's just not happening. Get over it. Not gonna happen. That's DC's crown jewel, bro. They're not gonna put that on TV. Like I highly doubt that. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. So, but anyway, Preston, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I liked it as much as you guys did. I thought it was really good. CW can't do wrong when it comes to crossovers. Like in my personal opinion, they did
flawless.
They did this perfectly. Everything in here, like you said, I agree with you as far as Barry trying to impersonate basically Oliver Queen. It was really weird. You can tell he's the reason why they picked him as being the Flash and nothing else in DC because you could tell his personality just oozed through all of that. Like he couldn't even resist being quirky. Like it just felt really weird. But I guess always I like his dynamic between him and Oliver Queen, especially at the point where they were seen
I think that was the best part of the crossover.
That's what I think it was too.
I think those two together has never been better.
I definitely
never
agree.
been better. Since this crossover just they were amazing, and I think that's why they had basically them two be the through line for the whole thing because they're so great.
They're so great
together. They're so great.
Yeah, and I agree with you, especially when they were like supposed to be these twins and the way they were acting. Oh my god, that the whole thing was funny, and I'm with you. I love the Cisco, the all black wearing with the necklace, bro. That is John Travolta from Get Shorty 100%, and he did it so perfect, man. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Great. It's so funny when Cisco was telling Jimmy to beat them up, and they turn around, and Barry looking at Oliver like, we could take him, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we got it. And then the next thing you know, they fucking thrown across the room.
And then the bartender was like, is this a bad time to ask for a selfie or for a picture with you guys? Just the whole fact that they had them turn, like, just everything they did in the show was perfect. I can't describe everything because this would take all day and night, but everything in this was so perfect. I don't know what else to really say about it, man.
Also, guys, if there is ever a moment to tell everybody, we all know this, we've all said it, we've all like, yeah, we know it. That Arrow, this version of the Green Arrow in this universe is this universe's Batman.
Yeah.
This was not made more fucking clear.
Mm-hmm.
Is when Supergirl and Barry went running around the world to slow it down. And then and Oliver's like, I'll be right. So Superman, I gotta do something. I gotta take care of something. And he went right to the Anti-Monitor. He confronted him. He's like, yo, you son of a bitch, da da da. And he went and confronted him face to face. And when the Anti-Monitor said to him, like, you're the first person, ever do this. Blah. Like, what? That whole scene, that's Batman.
Yeah, that was regular Monitor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the Monitor, my bad. I don't know why I said Anti-Monitor. Yeah, the regular Monitor. But that whole scene with Oliver, that's Batman.
Yeah.
Like, that's something Batman would do.
You know what
the deal. Oh, that's Batman, bro.
You know what that part kind of remind me of for people if you've seen the movie? It reminded me of on the Matrix Reloaded when Neo went to go talk to the architect. That's what it kind of
Yeah,
reminded me of.
yeah, for sure. I agree.
But that was
I
great.
agree.
And I don't
I
know why
agree,
when
man.
Caitlyn and Alex was talking to each other, I was like, they look kind of hot right now.
They look kind of what?
Like I was like, they look hot. Like especially
Oh
Caitlyn when
hell
she's like,
yeah!
especially Caitlyn
Yo,
when she's more mean.
I need Caitlyn to forever stay Killer Frost because she is so much. Oh my
Oh
god,
my
I love when
god,
she's Killer Frost, bro.
that attitude.
Facts.
I love when she's Killer Frost because
She's hot.
she's it's not only that she's hot, it's just she has more personality when she's Killer Frost,
She does.
and that kind of is the whole point to
Hmm.
making them because they have a it's basically a split personality or whatever. That's the whole point. But like I love the fact when she's Killer Frost because she just has such a personality. It's so good. It's so great. It's so fucking great. But this crossover. Now I will say this, and because of what happened at the end is the reason for this. This crossover to me this year, I don't, I don't, I don't know if it's better than last year's. I'm leaning towards no, because last year's was bigger. It had more,
Hmm.
and I felt like kind of there was bigger stakes in a way. But because of what we got in the end, there was a reason why this crossover went the way it went.
Yeah.
And man, all right, guys. Spoiler alert: we've been spoiling this whole time. Any hardcore DC fans listening to this, if you didn't
Pew,
watch
pew,
it,
pew.
come back, go watch it, and come back. Starting 3, 2, 1. Boy, at the end of this crossover, y'all don't have any. Y'all don't understand, bro. When when Oliver got that call from Batgirl, and when I heard the Psycho Pirate say that tagline, my heart like jumped, and I'm like, "There's no fucking," because I know what that tagline is. I know
Hmm.
what that means. I was like, "There's no fucking way, bro. There's no way." And that shit said, "Coming fall 2019, Crisis on Infinite Earths." I literally jumped out my chair, bro. And I'm like, nah. I turned the TV off. I'm turning this shit off. I can't. No, there's no way, bro. There's no way. When I seen that shit, because any DC comic fans would know, Crisis is the event. That is the event. That is DC's Infinity Gauntlet,
Hmm.
but bigger in a bigger scope.
Way bigger.
Way bigger scope. We talking about multiverse scope, planets upon planets, worlds upon universes. This is crazy, and this is what people have to. And this is what I think, and this is what people have to realize. We're in December. It's not fall. This is winter, in December. The crossovers are always end of November, December. The last two I think have been in December. It said fall 2019. This is what that tells me. Every single show is going to start with Crisis on Infinite Earths. Crisis will involve all of the shows. And all of the shows are going to be connected. I don't know if it's going to be all the shows for 3 episodes, 4 episodes, but this is a humongous event that you cannot do in 3 episodes. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like if they shortened it to 3 episodes, don't do Crisis.
Yeah. Don't even
Change
do it.
everything and don't do Crisis. Crisis cannot be done in 3 episodes. Period. So there's a lot of things that me and Preston we have speculation. I feel like even though it's obvious, because Arrow is going into its 8th season, I think the deal that Oliver Queen made with the Monitor is at the end of the Crisis, he is going to give up his life. And that's the send off for him. By greenlighting Batwoman the show, because Batwoman is going to be a similar show to Arrow in a way. We all say Arrow's the Batman of this universe. It's going to be a similar show, so I feel like Batwoman is replacing Arrow. Because they can't run 5, 6 superhero shows at the same time at one network. Like I don't think they can do that. Something has to end. A show has to end. So I think Arrow is gonna be that show. I think this is gonna be the end. I mean, what a way to send off the staple of this universe. Like that's such a fantastic way to send them off. And I don't think, for anybody that knows the Crisis of Infinite Earth storyline in the comics, Supergirl's supposed to die.
Hmm.
Barry's supposed to, in a way, die, not totally die, in a way die. But because of what happened at the end of this crossover, to where they were supposed to they were supposed to be done, disappeared. Because of that not happening, Oliver making that, because that deal that Oliver made was to save Supergirl and the Flash, to make sure that they don't die. That's what I think, because he said to him, they are the beacons of this world. They are the two shining lights of this world. They are the ones. And I think that's the deal that he made. He sacrificed his own life. However, I could see what you're saying, Preston, that to make the balance, Superman doesn't have a show. And to make the balance, I can see to where not only that Oliver gets taken away, but I could see that Superman gets taken away also. That Superman dies. But what I'm saying, guys, deaths have to happen, just like they happen for the most part, happen in Infinity War. People gotta die. People gotta stay dead. That's what Crisis on Infinite Earths is. People have to die. And because this isn't like a comic book where in like some issues later you can bring somebody back. No, no, no. This is a TV show. So if somebody dies, they gotta stay dead.
Yeah.
So anyway, Preston, take it away, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Arrow dies. The only reason why I'm really skeptical about it is because the Monitor in the comics, even more so, even in the show, he's like a guy that just try to test people to let them realize stuff about themselves, or see. He's like a type of person where he's like in a sense like a Riddler type person,
Yeah.
where you can make deals with them, but at the same time he does stuff to kind of mess around and make you test certain things within yourself. So it's hard to know for sure what exactly he's going for. Now, if you watch the show, it's pretty obvious that Oliver Queen did say, I'm going to sacrifice my life for them to continue on because they are the beacon of this. And he looked deep within himself and realized how bad he is as a person. And it was like, I'm going to do something genuine for other people. But I won't be surprised if Arrow does die, then that's fine. I still feel like that at some point something's going to happen to Barry Allen. Like Carmine we talked about this earlier. Speedsters don't really die. They always come back at some point. So if they were to get Barry Allen to die, he's not gonna be gone for a long time. And in the comics, when he dies, Wally West takes his place as Flash. And I wouldn't have a problem with that for like one season of Flash doing that, and then they bring him back the next season. But
I don't know though, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're gonna actually revolve the whole show around Wally. I don't know, man.
I don't think he could carry the whole show.
That's tough, bro. That is tough.
It could work.
Because
I don't think Wally could carry it.
It didn't work for that first episode that Barry wasn't there.
Yeah, but I mean,
it didn't work, man.
Not in the sense of making the entire show just about Wally West in a sense, but making something about the entire. Obviously, it's not going
to be.
Yeah, like about the entire family more so than just Wally West as being like the only person the whole show is focused on. But I mean, I guess for
Nora,
me,
but I think Nora being back changes that, man.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think that changes that. I really think not only does the Crisis in Oliver's, but I think in the Flash season, I think Nora coming back changes that. I think Barry does not disappear in the Crisis like the paper says. Like, I think that completely changes it.
But yeah, and I agree with that. But I feel like they changed so much as far as with time and stuff like that to kind of preserve Barry that I think at some point it's got to be some kind of backlash for doing all of that.
Another reason why I don't think they're gonna do it with Barry. He already did it.
Yeah, when he went into the Speed Force.
He's already did it. He did it already.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't feel like they're gonna do that again. Like that's like I don't like. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. Like if that happens, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. I just don't feel like they're gonna do that again. We already went through that, like with Barry being gone and just like I don't. But I do. But one big thing about Crisis, and one thing that I do, that we do have to mention that people have to understand and realize, because of Crisis that's gonna happen, all of these shows are all gonna be on one Earth now.
They gotta be.
There is not gonna be a whole big multiverse anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That they have to do that because that's Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl will be on the same Earth as the Flash now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a way to bring Black Lightning into this universe.
Absolutely.
I've been waiting for them to tie Black Lightning into it.
They've
They've
said even from last year, they've always said they have plans, they want Black Lightning to be in the universe, and they did it on purpose. They didn't say that on purpose. The one thing though about that is though, I really hope, because Black Lightning as a show feels different from the other shows.
Mm-hmm.
So by bringing this show into the same Earth, I just hope it doesn't change the show.
Like,
You know
to
what I
me,
mean?
Black Lightning feels more grounded with real issues.
And that's the weird thing I feel about this whole Crisis on Infinite Earth things, because it's like, I mean, I know I'm digging so much into the comics, and the reason why I feel the whole thing about Oliver Queen is because in the comics the Monitor does die, so I wonder if that's going to mess up whatever deal that they made together, and maybe he's still going to need a sacrifice, but I'm thinking maybe Superman jumps in a way where Oliver Queen doesn't get killed and Superman gets killed instead. But
Wishful thinking.
yeah, I'm hoping that happens, but like.
I would hope, because I don't want Oliver to freaking get killed.
But like Carmine said, it's a good send off if you're gonna end the show, so you might as well just like kill off the character, and this would be the perfect way of doing it.
Because we gotta remember, Arrow's getting into the 8th season. Like I don't know.
It ain't much you
longer
can
the show
do.
go on.
What else can you do with that show?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like because the fact that they went this far, because there's a reason why they had to change the Green Arrow character, not only to make the show plausible or whatever, but in the comics it's not really like the Green Arrow villains or stories is not really that broad.
No.
To where you can have a bunch of stories.
Doesn't he share a lot of Batman's rogue gallery?
Nah. No.
I mean, Deathstroke hates him. Deathstroke has fought Batman. Who else?
No, bro, that's not in the no. They did that shit for the show, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of like them having Batman without having
not
Batman.
in the comics,
kind of playing
bro.
with it.
You gotta think about this, Tommy. When we say that Arrow is the Batman of this universe, you have to understand that Ra's al Ghul is not a Green Arrow villain. That's a Batman villain, bro.
I figured he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So is Deathstroke. Deathstroke
Deathstroke
is
too.
a Batman Teen Titans villain.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think
He is
Brother
not
Blood
a Green
was
Arrow
one
villain.
either.
No, no, bro. That's what I'm saying. They had to make some changes for the show. Great changes, good changes, but
Yeah, absolutely.
except Ra's al Ghul assassin. I ain't relate.
That shit was trash.
But they had to make changes because it's not really the Arrow, the Green Arrow villain. Like it's not really broad. It's not broad. It's not like a Flash rogues gallery. It's not like a Batman's rogues gallery. Not like any of that. So
Yeah.
So that's one thing people gotta understand about Crisis. This is so. I think they're doing this so all these shows can be in the same universe, the same world. So you don't have, so they don't have to keep. Even though the multiverse is a big thing in DC, that's the one big advantage DC has over Marvel and any other comic book is the multiverse. But once you do Crisis, everything got to be in the same universe now. They all got to be in the same universe now. And with this show, they all got to be in the same world. So
Yeah, and I wonder how
We
these
shall-
shows are going to get affected, because I know people keep saying, well, that's the comic, this is not the comics. But in the comics, when they turn
not.
it into one, when it becomes New Earth and they combine all these multiverse Earths into one, everything pretty much get reset. Like, you just have a bunch of heroes on the Earth and they have no history. Everything on their planet is completely different. So I wonder if they're going to make some changes with that, if that's going to be applied to this, because that's a part of the Crisis. So I don't know. And I'm hoping.
that's one thing I don't think is gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna reset it to new to where they don't have no history with each other, or they don't know anything. Like I don't think I think it's all gonna be in the same universe. I think that's gonna happen, but all on the same planet. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because these shows have such like continuity and such history with each other. Like I don't think they'll do that. Would be crazy. That would be something real serious. Like if they did that, I would applaud them so much if they did that.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you just gotta
I was wondering
throw
because
your
that's
hands up and like,
that's what the crisis is. There's so much stuff going on these multiple Earths
yeah,
and putting them together, and it just messes up all time and space. So I'm just kind of curious to see what they're gonna do with this, and I'm curious to see what the anti monitor is gonna look like on the show, because I don't know how that costume is gonna translate to real time, but
yeah, Anti-Monitor looks crazy in the comics.
yeah,
Bro.
he looks crazy.
He look crazy.
Have
He
you seen him,
looks
Tommy?
crazy, bro.
No, I have not. Send me a picture.
Think of Apocalypse with a
Yeah.
shark head. That's basically what it looked like.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he looks crazy, bro.
He looks crazy.
They're not. Nah, they gonna change his look for sure. There's no way.
There's no way. They did good on the monitor though. He looks just like him.
Yo, the monitor but that guy that played the monitor, he did a great job.
Yeah, he's great.
He did a really, really good job. Like I really, really enjoyed it. Like this crossover was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first two episodes more than the third episode. I don't know if it's because it was a Supergirl episode. I don't know, but
Yeah, it was more.
it was still good though. I just enjoyed the first two more.
Well, yeah, because it's like the better two shows of the three.
But I still enjoyed the third episode a lot. Like the whole Cisco thing.
Yeah, Cisco's good.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, you saw that part in the Fortune Saw too when he took something, he stole something.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
He
that.
low key stole something, bro. Oh
Cisco was
man,
great,
that was
man.
awesome, bro.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
I can't wait till this crisis thing come out. I got a lot more questions than anything else. Even the stuff that I think is gonna happen may not
for
even
sure.
happen, because I just want to see how this will translate to the
Bro,
show. 'Cause
everything that we've been saying might not even happen, bro.
that's the crazy part about Crisis, and it's so
Yeah,
Crisis. If people haven't seen the comics, Crisis is so crazy, bro. It's
Crisis is crazy, but if you think about it though, and I know people say it and we hear it all the time. This is a TV show, not a comics, but you gotta think about it. This is a TV show. This is their Arrowverse universe, not DC Comics verse. This is Arrowverse universe, so they can do a Crisis that has equal repercussions but different repercussions.
oh yeah, of course.
You see
Feel
what
like
I'm saying?
they can change
So-
it.
So something will. So everything that we're speculating, it might happen like completely like turned around, like
Yeah,
fucking different type of way to where So we just don't. But I love that. I love the fact that
we don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
don't actually know.
Yeah.
I can think because I know the comics and shit. Like I can think I know. I can speculate all I want. This is like fucking Avengers 4. We can have theories.
hmm
We don't know. In Infinity War, I've said for months they're not gonna do the snap. No fucking way. No way they're gonna do the snap. No way Thanos snapping his fingers. They did it.
hmm
I never predicted Gamora was gonna die. They did it. Technically, she's not dead, but you know what I mean. They
Right.
did it.
One thing I noticed
so-
about fucking the whole thing, it was when I think it was Superman. He came into contact with Diggle, and he was like, "You're not wearing your ring."
Oh my god, I can't believe I can't. Oh my.
Yeah, that
Oh
was.
my God.
Yo, I'm
Can't
so
believe I
glad you brought
forgot.
that up,
Bro.
I'm so glad you brought that
Bro.
up. I forgot about
I'm
that.
so glad.
That
I
was
can't believe I forgot about that.
crazy.
Well, first, let's say this. I was one of the people that actually watched the '90s Flash show with John Leguizamo ship. To see him in his Flash show, to see him come through that portal, and when Barry was like, "Jay, no," he's like, "Dad," and when he said, "No, my name is Barry Allen," I was like, "Oh my God!" And people, and you got, and also for people that didn't realize it, he's from Earth 90. The Flash TV show debuted in 1990.
That's crazy.
So that was such a great like nod. When he came through that portal and he looked at Diggle, he said, "You're not wearing your ring, John." I said, What?
Yo,
Like,
they have to do it in Crisis. They have to do something.
bro, they have to. No,
They
no, no,
have
no, they
to.
have to. They have to. They
They
have to.
have
They
to
have
do it
to.
in Crisis.
They
They
have
they
to, bro.
said
They
it. They
have
got
to.
to do it now. They got it.
Because that was a nod to the fans. Because ever since Arrow season one, all the fans have wanted is Diggle as Green Lantern,
Hmm.
Diggle as John Stewart. That's all the fans have wanted, as him as John Stewart Green Lantern. So, and that's I've wanted that too because they've teased Ferris Air. They've teased like so many like I'm like fuck, bro. You just teasing us, bro.
Bro, they
So
even
I hope
in season 5 they had some like lantern under some green light in one episode of in season 5 of Arrow. I remember that.
They got to do it,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
They got
So
to do it.
they have to do it just for like I know the Green Lantern Corps movie's coming out, but this is just one thing. Like they have to allow them to do that, bro. I have to
Something.
see that. I have to see Diggle
Oh,
as
so
Green Lantern
so
one time, bro.
they're undoing the shit that they did with Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
been dead,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Dip.
of course.
Yeah.
Awful. They
Of
need to undo that
course.
because that movie was just
Yeah, of
terrible.
course.
It was,
I don't personally, I don't think Ryan Reynolds was a very bad Green Lantern at all. Just the movie wasn't that good.
Yeah, it was terrible.
it's
I thought Ryan Reynolds
it's kind
everything on Oa. I thought I liked when they were on Oa.
Hmm.
I liked everything on Oa, but when they weren't on Oa, that movie went to shit.
it's kind of like it's kind of like how you remember when Ben Affleck did the whole Daredevil movie. I think it was 2003, 2004.
Nah,
Yeah.
that shit's worse, bro.
It's,
Daredevil's worse.
yeah, it's
Whoa,
way worse.
Daredevil's worse, bro.
No,
It's
but
worse.
what I'm saying is it wasn't so much about the actor behind the character. It was just that
Nah,
the
he was
movie
trash.
itself sucked.
Nah, Ben Affleck was trash at Daredevil.
Yeah, he was pretty bad,
It
bro.
was bad, bro. Nah,
Bro,
bro. Damn, Ben Affleck
when
was
I'm
trash
watching a
as
movie
Daredevil,
and you
my
fighting
guy.
Elektra and I see you blinking through the glasses, like that's, bro, you looking at her. I see you. That's some terrible man. Oh my god, bro.
And you know, and the one thing that's really bad about the Green Lantern movie, they wasted a great Sinestro.
They did.
I thought Mark Strong was really good at Sinestro, and he looked like Sinestro, like straight off the page,
Yeah, he
but
did.
that was completely wasted. So now if we get another Green Lantern with Sinestro, like he can't look like that, and that's what's sad about it, because he looks straight off the comics, like he
Mhm.
looked like Sinestro. But anyway, oh my god, when that happened, I was so happy. Oh, and the Easter eggs when they were in Gotham, when they were in Arkham Asylum, oh my god, Easter eggs was just being tossed, bro.
Left and
Just
right.
tossed, like
It's
left
like
to
you
right,
get an
toss,
egg, you
toss,
get an
toss.
egg, everybody gets an egg.
Like they on the door. Oswald Cobblepot was on the door.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Clayface's name was on the door.
Hmm.
Fucking oh, they put Mark Guggenheim on the door. I thought that was hilarious. Put Guggenheim on the door.
Oh yeah,
The fucking
the chick that went for Mr. Freeze's gun.
yeah, that was his wife. That was Nora Freeze.
Oh,
That was amazing. Yeah, that was Nora Freeze. And that was the chick that played her. That was Oliver. That was Stephen Amell's wife, by the way. But
oh.
yeah. But that was Nora Freeze. The gun the Freeze, you know, the Freeze gun that she had, which was hilarious. That was from Batman and Robin.
The Dr. Freeze with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the same
That
gun.
was the same
That
gun.
was the same
Yep.
gun. Yep. That was the same gun. Dog, so many callbacks, Easter egg call. Oh,
Oh.
and the fucking Bane mask from Dark Knight Rises. The Bane mask that was from Dark Knight Rises
That was there too.
was sitting there. That
Yep.
was there too. That was amazing.
I saw that. It's
Amazing,
speaking of callbacks too. Remember when not the real Superman but the Dark Superman had Oliver in the headlock and he said I'll snap his neck.
Oh, Barry.
Man of Steel. Well, he had Barry.
Barry.
Man of
Yeah,
Steel.
Barry. Yeah, that was Man of Steel.
Yeah,
that
Man
was
of
Man of Steel, bro. Yep. Oh, I did love that moment though. When the Trigger Twins, that's the name. When they first
Yeah,
got
the Trigger
changed
Twins.
into
Yeah.
the Trigger Twins, and they were on a roof, and then he was like, and the guy, Black Superman, was telling him, "I'm invincible. You can't stop me." And then Oliver had the gun. He's like, "I know," and he shot that thing. And they told him like, "You want to be a hero? Then you're not gonna let them die. You're gonna go save them." He went and saved them. And then when they got down from the building and they were running, and Barry's like, "I'm gonna throw up. I did something bad. I can't believe I did that. Like I'm gonna throw up." I thought that was hilarious.
He's like,
bro.
it's not coming out.
And Oliver was like, "Relax. It wasn't gonna hit those people anyway. It was gonna fall into an empty parking lot." But I thought that was awesome. That was awesome, bro. Barry and Oliver by far were the MVPs of this crossover.
Yeah.
Them together
Facts.
was absolutely MVP performance. It was amazing. They were so great together. And I thought that was a great scene in Arkham Asylum when they were fighting the Reverse Flash and Malcolm Merlin. But they were fighting each
Oh,
other.
that was so awesome. I loved
Another
it.
callback to the Scarecrow, his toxin. That was the
Yep.
Scarecrow's fear toxin.
Scarecrow.
Oh my god, that was awesome. That was
I loved
awesome.
Oh,
it.
speaking of
That
that,
was so awesome.
now with this whole Crisis on Infinite Earths happening, if you got people don't know, Psycho Pirate, he has the ability to manipulate and to enhance people's emotions in a way. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that and how that's gonna affect characters. I'm sure two of the people on the Arrowverse team or whatever are gonna end up fighting each other at some point. So I
Yeah, it's gonna
wonder
happen.
who is gonna be the person that's gonna do that. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that too. And if everybody don't know, that doctor when he got turned into that weird looking thing, now he looks like Doctor Destiny. That's how Doctor Destiny looks in
Yeah.
the comics. Like that, now he is Doctor Destiny. But those two that were in Arkham Asylum, Doctor Destiny and Skyco Pirate, they are keys to Crisis. So that was crazy. Like
That was crazy.
oh man, that was crazy, man.
It's
But the
gonna be
crossover, all in all, was awesome.
now we gotta wait
Fantastic.
all the way to 2019 fall.
But the good thing is,
Man.
we're not. The good thing is, which is my theory, we're gonna start the seasons of the shows with Crisis. I think we're gonna start with Crisis. I really do. So I don't think we gotta wait. Yeah, but I don't think we gotta wait long as far as waiting for the crossover. I think we're starting with Crisis.
So you think they're gonna start
and
the
it's gonna-
seasons out with that, or you think they're gonna end
Yes.
the seasons out with that?
No. Yep. I think we're starting with Crisis because it says fall 2019.
Right.
Yeah, and
I
they
think
start
we're
the new
starting
seasons
with
in the
Crisis.
fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think we're gonna start with Crisis. I don't because it's like I said, Crisis is not a 3 episode thing. You
Oh no,
have
it's
to-
not.
It has to be longer than that.
It's a couple of comic books, man. It's thick.
Yeah, bro,
books.
it has to be longer than that. It's such a deep story, man. Like it has to be. It just has to be. But but so is there anything else that you guys really didn't like about the crossover?
Mm.
Not really. Like I said, I wanted to see. Like I said, I wanted to see more Batwoman, but I can live with that. It's all right.
I'm trying to think.
I will say this though. I kind of thought as much as I love Barry and Oliver and everything, I kind of thought they gave Supergirl the short end of the stick in this whole crossover.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
feel like
did left.
I feel like she should. There was honestly the way everything happened. There was no point of her being there.
Yeah.
So that's my only. That's kind of my only negative because if you're gonna do a 3-part crossover and she's supposed to be like a main thing,
Treat her like
they
it.
should have gave her more to do. Like as much as I like to see Black Suit Superman, they should have instead just do Black Suit Supergirl.
Yeah, it would
You
have got
see
her
what
more
I'm saying?
involved because she didn't.
Yeah.
You're right. She didn't really have
And
to be
instead
there.
of Superman holding the Book of Destiny, should have been her.
Like honestly, I feel like she did more in the Crisis on Earth X special.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And also, because I understand what they were doing, why they said Superman, why she said Superman is the only one that can hold the book because she was weak. She was still weak coming out of the whatever they had her in.
Mhm.
But they didn't actually show why she was weak. It's not like she was trapped in kryptonite.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they did say there was a power dampener.
Yeah, that little siren thing
yeah.
that they were doing in there, I was
Yeah,
messing with her ears.
Yeah, that was a power dampener. So I see that. I get that. But that's one of my big negatives of that. I feel like they could have did more with Supergirl. They should have did more with Supergirl. As much as I love Barry and Oliver and they were great, but I feel like they should have did more with Supergirl. I really, yeah.
You know what? Now that I think about it, another gripe of mine: no legends in this crossover.
Well, I mean, we already knew that. There was only going to be the 3 shows, bro. We already knew that from the beginning, that they were going to be in the Legends.
Yeah, but I think it would have been funny to see like Mick do some crazy shit.
Next season, they will be Legends.
Oh, they gotta be
You ain't
there.
doing you ain't doing Crisis without no legends.
Yeah, everybody there, bro.
That shit gotta involve everybody, all hands
Which,
on deck.
For
which
real.
That's
yeah,
probably
we'll
that's
talk.
probably why
We'll,
that's probably why there weren't any legends in this crossover. That's probably why.
which we're gonna talk about, the mid-season finale of Legends on another episode of Multiverse. But I just want to throw this little tidbit out there. There was one scene in the mid-season finale this week
I know where you're getting
where,
at.
yeah, Gideon was like, "Oh, you've had three missed calls from Miss Cara Zor-El, Oliver Queen, and Barry Allen." He's like, "Oh, it must be the crossover season." He's like, "It must be crossover
Yeah,
time."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that shit was funny."
yeah, I know that shit was hilarious. I thought that was great.
Didn't somebody say something like that too in the crossover? There was like this happens around the same time every year or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, they said that. I think Nate was the one that said that. No,
Yeah.
Ray. Yeah, it was Ray because Nate's on the fucking Time Bureau now.
Yeah, that was
But
funny.
yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I bursted out laughing when I heard that.
Yeah, word. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. But what about you, Preston? Anything? Any last thoughts?
Uh, I'm trying to think of anything that I have any gripes about. I think well, the only thing I have is it's a small gripe and it doesn't really matter. The whole thing with Supergirl talking to what quote unquote her sister, which really isn't her sister because they're in
Oh
different
yeah,
universes or
Alex.
whatever. I feel like that whole thing happened a
Yeah,
little too fast.
that was
Like
kind of corny.
yeah, because she gave her a
Yeah,
story like she went from like I'm thinking that you're something's wrong with you and look at all the destruction you did, and then you give me a sob story about how you liked your sister in another universe. Now all of a sudden I feel for you. It
hmm
happened a little too fast to me, but
yeah, I agree. I
uh,
100% agree.
yeah, and she locked the
On
door, and they're talking so close to the door about their personal lives to where she can hear it, and I don't know. It would just seem all a little too convenient, but it was what it was.
on another note, Alex can get it.
Who? Oh, Alex. Yeah, yeah,
Alex.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, Alex. She a bad one, bro.
And
Yeah, she can get it.
she put Barry in a headlock. That was funny.
Oh yeah, she was like, she was like, oh, no, he's all right, he's good, he's
She's like,
good.
he is, yeah.
I was like, oh, that was pretty dope. Oh, I thought that was, I actually thought that was hella dope though. When Superman got the book Destiny, right, and he was changing everything back, and Supergirl had got her costume back, and then when you went back into the um Star Labs, and you see Barry got his costume back, and then the elevator opened up, and you hear the arrow music, ding, and then fucking Diggle and Caitlin just they're pretty much fell out, and Oliver holding his bow and his outfit. I thought that was fucking dope. That
Yeah.
was a dope ass little entrance for him. Like I thought that was hella dope.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, and then there's one more part, and this is the reason I hate Superman. Oh my god! Remember that part when he was like cooking that food or whatever, and then he picked up a coal, and crushed it, and it was a diamond in it, and then he put it on a ring, and then proposed to his girl.
that was from Superman the movie. Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but
that's,
that's so
yeah.
trash that he don't got to work for that stuff. He could just create a diamond ring right there on the spot, bro. That's the reason why I don't like Superman. See stuff like that, bro. They don't give me nothing to work with.
Yeah,
That's so
bro.
trash.
Yeah, we can go to a whole podcast about that, bro. Like,
Anyway,
yeah, but anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for our CW crossover special. This was a great crossover. It was fantastic. This crossover gets a fucking, it gets an A for me. A, fuck that. It gets an A plus plus. Just because if this, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If this crossover was trash, but at the end it said Crisis on Infinite Earths coming fall 2019, I still would have given it an A. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm a DC
Yeah,
fan. I love it.
I'll give it
Fuck
an A
that.
too.
It's Crisis. Yeah,
I give
like
it
I
an A
give it
too.
an A.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't like. Oh my god. Alright, guys, gonna do it for this multiverse theory special. Thank you guys for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I am the man of the hour, Carmine. That's thumbs up Tommy and the architect Preston Brown. Y'all have a great evening, night,